All right, Cappies, how do we get here? People pleasing, pretending that you liked things you didn't like, that you wanted to be places you didn't want to be, hiding your emotions, acting like you didn't have any, cutting them off, acting like it didn't bother you, acting like you didn't feel pressure, acting like it wasn't too much. You definitely wanted to make other people around you happy because at some point in time, your authentic self values their happiness. But over time, the shadow side, valuing their happiness to the point of betraying your own, valuing their emotions to the point that you started shutting off your own, and then you started getting apathetic. Then you lost the ability to actually empathize sometimes. Like you could say, yeah, I logically understand, but I can't feel that. I can't embody that. Then something happened along the way where you started, could be somatic healing, could be therapy, could be journaling, but you started to unpack this side of yourself. Why did I play this character? Why did I let so many people tell me who to be, how to be? Why was I so insecure when someone was mad, angry, frustrated, when someone didn't look like they were having the time of their life? Why did that trigger me? And taking that all the way down to the deepest part and really healing those wounds from the way up, you've been putting yourself together. So where did your energy show up in April? You're gonna be presented an opportunity to make someone happy or make someone really, really sad. And you're going to have both opportunities come to you in a way that, are we being empathetic to their emotions? You have a king of desire. You've been working on your desire, and April's bringing you a desire that you have really, really wanted, and you can sit in the throne and know that you deserve. But he doesn't care if it makes other people happy, and he doesn't care how other people feel. It was cutting that emotional side off. And so it's like, oh, wrong one. He doesn't care. And so these two, he doesn't care. And this side of you is asking to expand your cup. Be able to share your cup with others, even if they don't deserve it in your eyes, even if they didn't build the desire, even if they don't desire the things you desire. It's expanding yourself and your awareness so that you can share your knowledge, your passions in a healthier way that's more emotionally balanced for yourself and others. When you were avoiding their tears, you weren't avoiding the emotions of that other person. You didn't know how to console them because you never were allowed to have that feeling. You had to suck it up and get over it. So when you built all the way down and healed from the inside out, being able to console someone in sadness now is easy because you can console yourself. It's okay, I'm crying. Biologically, this is allowing me to release the amounts of extra adrenaline. It's allowing me to have dopamine. It's allowing me to have serotonin. I understand that this is a biological medical need that my body has to release chemicals so that it can regulate itself from the inside out. And it is no longer a weakness. It is no longer meaning all these other things. I'm allowed to have it, and I'm allowed to process, and I'm allowed to move through it. And because you're in that stage, April's going to bring a situation in which, do you go back into people pleasing, or do you sit in your emotional awareness and give a hard truth, but also hold compassion and understanding because you know how to do that in yourself now internally? There is an energy of, in the past, we used to project a lot, or we used to blame certain energies a lot, and now going back and seeing our side from this new perspective, you're able to understand more about where your insecurities were getting in the way of having connections, getting in the way of having opportunities at work, getting in the way of being in deeper, more meaningful conversations. When you go back, you have a full circle energy too coming in April, because it's got old and removing, like recycling this energy. Full moon in Libra is coming up, and we did have April the 3rd, so confirmation that that's bringing back this cycle up. Magician, you manifested this because it's part of your desire to heal the entrapment in your own mind, your own emotional awareness, something to do with healing yourself. And so this situation comes back up. In work, it's going to be a lucky situation. It'll come back up and it'll give you the opportunity for more abundance. So say you were at an old job and you didn't know how to emotionally regulate, and you snapped at a manager and you lost that really great opportunity, and you lost that good raise or that amount of money, and you had to go settle for something else. This is going to give you an opportunity in which the opposite, you're showing your emotional maturity, you're showing your skill level, you're showing something in a healthier way. And even this old person maybe even see it or call you back, or want to give you another opportunity. There's just something there with the money where you're already being divinely guided by spirit. Your cursed money is in reverse with divinely guided by spirit over the top. They came out together. So it was showing me the energy of, like, you might have thought your resources were cursed. You might have thought your finances were cursed. It was almost like you just couldn't make things work. It was very much a matter of having that internal stability so that it could work consistently. When you have divinely guided by spirit in your resources, it's almost like in this lifetime, your soul chose to expand in understanding the privilege of the resources, how to utilize them wisely. And you might have been in a situation where you didn't understand the privilege, you didn't understand the opportunities you were being given, you didn't understand what you were going to be accepting, and now you emotionally and mentally and financially can understand the puzzle pieces to elevation. If you are at a current job, someone is looking at giving you a raise, looking at giving you a new level in the position, definitely looking at you to elevate you within that chain of command. Be very smart with that elevation, be very smart with that abundance, be very smart with those resources in April. If you have your own job, be looking for that entrepreneurial job to take it to the next level. Maybe you had 25 clients last month, you're going to have double 50 next month. It's definitely looking like it's going to be expanding. Whatever you see as the next level financially, the next level career, it's happening. Just be very wise with those resources. Again, are there things that we would like and we would love to just go splurge on? Sure. But let's make sure your foundation is covered first. And if you have a way to hold that consistently, like planning more than just 6 months in advance, give yourself 1 year, 3 year, 5 year plan on these resources, because it does look like with the divinely guided by spirit, it's going to continue to expand, continue to build momentum, continue to build traction. And in your career, you're going to continue to move very quickly. So if you're somebody who has been in a job for 3 to 4 months and you're moving into a higher level, then the next level will be just as fast. It's going to continue to build that momentum. If you are owning your own company, it's going to continue to build up that momentum. Definitely bottom of the deck with luck is on your side, spirit and divine. So luck and the divine is working side by side. What can you expect? Also, car problems, but don't worry, you can afford to fix it, right? Could be motor related, could be battery, oil, something under the hood. So I'm not thinking it's going to be like flat tire, although, you know, spirit says car problems. So any problem related to motor vehicle that you're going to be operating, you're going to be facing. Don't worry, you'll have the resources to be able to get yourself back up and running. It's just going to be a little hiccup, a little hazard in the way. Why? Stunting on them, showing up, showing out, and putting yourself back together in that healing energy manifested this opportunity.